Hello and welcome to this short instructional video of how to use JaneConsidine.com. Today I'm going to concentrate on this part of our website where you will be able to access Jane's training based on a best-selling book, The Right Stuff. So let's just jump straight into it. So this is the landing page that you'll see, and in this part of the page you'll see that there's frequently asked questions. And next to this, if you haven't already done so, there'll be a little login button. Okay, you can log in there. If you jump into the Right Stuff training, you'll see that there's a quick welcome video from Jane. And then as we start scrolling down, there's a review here from a teacher who had early access to Jane's training called Helen Buckingham. And it gives some insight into the flavour of the reviews that we've been getting about the training itself. If I scroll down, you'll see that there's different options to buy this training. So you can have an individual license, or you could go for a whole school license, depending on your circumstances. If it's a school license, then every single person in the school can access the training for life. It's a one-time payment which gives the school lifetime membership, and that membership exists for all members of staff that are working in that school and all future members of staff that will join that school. So 2 years down the road and you've got the Right Stuff embedded solidly in your school, you've got a brand new couple of members of staff, you can just set them on this online training so that they're up to speed by the time they start in September. There's also this individual license, which a lot of people are going to opt for because the whole school might not be going for it, or the school might be trying it out first. So instead of plunging in head first, getting a full school license, they'll get a single person license. And then there's this option which gives easy term payments for the training. So it means that you're not having to fork out such a huge amount, and it's $14.99 per month over a period of 12 months. And again, that gives you full and lifetime access to all of the Right Stuff training that is, I'm going to show you in a minute. There's a little bit of information as you scroll down that goes into a little bit more detail on what the Right Stuff is and how it might benefit you in your school. Okay, so you've made your purchase. How do you access your training? Well, you can see this little character up here, this avatar. If you click on that, you'll see there's a few options like My Library Settings and to log out. We're going to jump straight into My Library, and what that will do is you will see all of the products that you've accessed. So in my one, we've got everything on the site, the Right Stuff and the unit plans. So I'm just going to jump straight into the Right Stuff. And I'm going to show you how the training is laid out and explain it in a little bit of detail. So we've called each module days. That doesn't mean you have to access it one a day. You can access it one a week. You can access it one a month. It's up to you. You go at your own pace. Some people have done this in one day. So they've gone through the whole lot in one day. And we estimate there's probably about 5 or 6 hours worth of videos in there, a little bit more. But there's small little things that you have to do in between. So you will go at whatever pace you're able to. So we've broken these down into day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on up to day 5. And then within each day, we've broken the day down into lessons. We call them lessons. You call, So day 1 is broken down, and it goes through in this first day, the Right Stuff unit of work. Jane gives a real clear, zoomed in focus on each of these titles. So she'll talk about the teaching sequence, she'll talk about the different types of teaching, narrative and non-fiction, and so on. I'm going to focus on one of the units in day 2, one of the lessons in day 2. So we've got to day 2 now, and it is important that you follow these sequentially. So you'll start on day 1 and work through it, day 2, because each day leads on to the next, and each lesson will lead on to the next. So it's important that you do these sequentially, because this will build your knowledge of the Right Stuff and how to deliver it and how eventually to get the best outcome from your pupils. So in this particular lesson that I'm going to look at today, I'm going to go to lesson 2, which is the fantastics. Now all of the lessons are laid out in exactly the same way, in so much as they will have a video from Jane. This one lasts for 13 minutes. Some of them last as little as 5 minutes, some of them go up a little bit longer, but in general they're mostly around about the 10-minute mark. And they'll also have with them a document which is Jane's notes that she uses during the presentation. So all of them will have this. So this is what it looks like. So those people who are familiar with Jane's presentations, they know that she works from an app called Notability that she uses on the iPad, and we show it on the screen as she talks. And that will have her notes on completed. So this one in particular, she's looking at the fantastics and she goes into detail about the fantastics on the video. They're very handy to have so that you can print off and make notes, or you can put in your own Notability app on your own iPad, and you can sketch along your own notes as Jane's talking away and going through it. So that's a really handy thing. And in some of the videos, we also have another PDF attached, which is, in this case, we have this document which gives some further insight into what the fantastics are and how they work. Not all the videos have an extra document, but some of them do. Once you go down and you complete that day, you can click complete on the video, and it will basically then if you want to, you can make a comment or not. It's a good idea as well to access. Jane refers to the different groups that we have in our on Facebook. It's a good idea to access those groups. You'll get emails once you buy the training, which will show you how to access the group. They're really supportive, and Jane will do regular drop-ins, live streams just to this group, talking specifically about and answering questions specifically about some things that you might want clarifying on during the as you've perhaps gone off, complete the training and start carrying this out in practice. So like I said, these videos you follow through, you go through sequentially. Each of the lessons has a video that is bite-sized and makes it accessible and very easy to dip in and out of within your busy schedule. And like I said, you may want to allocate, right, okay, I'm going to use 2 or 3 PPA sessions to actually sit down and get through this. You might, as a school, want to spend sort of 5 or 6 staff training days using these videos as your presentation. It is completely up to you how you use them, and how quickly or at what length you want to go through the course. What we do know is that once you've done the course, you will have a real good solid understanding of how the right stuff works. It's a brilliant companion to the book, and it just means that you will hopefully not have any holes left in your learning. So I've been delighted to talk to you about this, and I'll see you in one of our other videos